What's going on, everybody? It's Xavier Scruggs, your boy X, and I'm here because I want to show you guys a little bit of behind the scenes of what I go through as a broadcaster. I'm here in Palo Alto. Stanford is playing UConn in the Super Regional. I want to show you guys a little bit of that behind the scenes of how I get prepped, what I'm looking for, what it goes on and behind the scenes of the day. So, you ready? You can come check it out.
It's a win or go home, right? All the cliches are thrown out there, but the biggest thing is slowing the game down. The emotions have to be in check. Both these two teams have to play sound baseball, and the biggest thing is taking a deep breath and realizing you got a chance to go to the College World Series.
My main focus is for today, as far as like getting prepped for the game, is to go over the game and watch the players that I'll be looking for specifically in the game, and try to get an idea as to what they might try to do in today's game. That way I can give the audience a sense of, how that player thinks, what they normally do, what are their trends. So I try to look for those things that could happen in the game, so I'm already prepared when it actually does happen and I can talk to the fans and the audience about it. One of the first things that I'll do when I know I have a specific game is I'll go to that team's last game. UConn, their last game was against Maryland, the championship at the regional. Obviously they won and now they're going on to play Stanford, but I'll go watch UConn's video and I'll go through every single hitter, every single at bat they had in that game. It gives me an idea of how they last played, but then also I get an idea to look at the little details, right? Those are the things I'm looking for as a hitter, but then also the emotions of the player. Like I want to be able to highlight the emotions of a player for the audience, because these guys get so excited when they hit home runs. Like you see the bat flips and all that stuff. I want to be able to highlight that on the field.
That's a great at-bat from Cody Huff. Understanding that the fastball is something that he's going to go to early and often. When you're talking about Ian Cook, he tries to go in with this fastball. It's supposed to be away. Fastball runs in. Cody Huff, great job of getting the hands inside the baseball, getting the barrel out in front, being able to drive it into the gap. That's a huge 2-out RBI for run number 2 on the board for Stanford.
So another thing I'll do is I'll pull up the UConn game notes, right? And what that'll do is that'll give me the trends of what's been going on throughout the whole course of the season. One thing here is I can look at the schedule and what they did. So one thing I know early is later on in the season in March, they came to California. So they played 8 games in California earlier on in the season. So this is a team that they don't care, right? They've already been to California. It's not going to be something that's new to them. This is a situation where, hey, we felt comfortable playing here. They won some big time games. Now they're excited for the opportunity. So I'll go through that, look at that, but then also I'll get little tidbits. Like Matt Donlin has hit 11 home runs this season. 6 have been 3-run long balls. 2 have been grand slams. But then also I get the roster. I see where everybody's from. I see how big they are. I see the pictures of the guys. I'll get to see what they actually look like. That way, if I'm on the field and I'm talking to somebody before the game, I know who I'm talking to. I know what he looks like. I have an idea as to what he's done. Like I know David Smith, stolen base leader. He's got 23 of them things. So I have an idea as to who's who when I go out there on the field. Another cool thing that I have as a resource is Synergy Sports. So what I'll do is I'll put a guy's name in, search him, be able to find him, and see everything that he's done video-wise this year. For instance, today's pitcher is Pat Gallagher. I can see every single pitch that he threw this year. He's the starting pitcher, so I want to get an idea as to what he does. Shows me all the location on a heat map, shows me where the balls were hit. But the best part is it'll show me every single pitch via video. So I can figure out the tendencies of what he likes to do. 2 strikes, 0-0, every single count, but then also runners on base, nobody on base. What does he like to go to? His pickoff moves, his out pitch. Those are things I get to look at. How he attacks lefties versus righties. Those are all the things that I get to see, because I can see every single pitch this guy threw this season and even before this season. So Synergy Sports is a great resource for me. So one thing I did while I was on the plane last night flying to California is going back over the scouting reports of the pitchers and certain hitters. And ESPN asked me for the scouting report for the starting pitchers, Gallagher as well as Alex Williams for Stanford. And I'll go over that and I'll write them in my notes. That way I know what I want to send over to ESPN, and they'll show it before the game, specifically on the starting pitchers, but they'll put the notes right here. You see his fastball slider change, you see strikeout fly ball pitcher, you see some of his numbers. That's what I just sent over to my producer.
About to get kicked off here, Super Regional Stanford going against UConn here in Stanford. Palo Alto is going to be a big game, big weekend series, and hopefully you guys get to soak it all in. Appreciate you guys coming on the journey with me. Let's get it.